Good morning, everyone. Yeah, my hair's still tied up, but that's not the point. What I want to talk about right now is take your power back. I wanted to go in a different direction, but this has been resonating with me all yesterday, today, and it's just been like, take your power back, take your power back. You are a creator. You are dynamic. There's nobody. You are unique. Don't ever put nobody before you. Nobody. Okay? It's God, it's you, and everybody else in between. Remember that. Sometimes people say, "Oh, you cocky," or "You this." No, I'm confident, and I'm gonna say assurance. I'm sure of who I am. Don't let nobody play you. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes I sit back and I watch people and I observe people. Let me tell you something. I even put things out there, false rumors, okay? Just to give people reactions, just to see if they gonna go back, gossip about it, and let me tell you something, it always come back. It always come back to me. And I was like, I need to quit playing this. Let me not put my energy over there. Let me put my energy into me. Let me tell you something. It's just very important for you to know how powerful you are. You got to know the love. If you out here trying to seek validation from other people, they'll let you down. You have to know within you, because today you may have be in a relationship or a marriage or whatever, or dating somebody, and it's like, oh, he tell me I'm pretty all the time. He tell me I'm pretty. Oh, he tell me I got nice lips, I got nice eyes. Guys are like, oh, you got nice cheekbones, or whatever. And it's like, if I don't get that, then it's like, oh, do he think I'm pretty today? Or he ain't told me in a long time. Like, man, let me tell you something. I'm not gonna curse, but you have to know these things within yourself. And that was I'm gonna give y'all a thing about taking your power back. And I've talked about plenty of my exes on here or whatever. And I ain't had that many exes. Let me say that. But I've had a lot of experiences. I've had dated some people, whatever. But I was in a relationship with this guy who is a narc, and he was a charmer. He was good looking, all these other things. And so I just sit back, and I wasn't ready for the relationship to be over, y'all, because it was like we had good moments. It was just, but then I just started falling back and seeing who he truly was. Sometimes you just watch and you just observe how people are. Don't let them know. Because see, what I used to do, you doing this and I know this and I know that, because I asked for things to be revealed to me. Like one time this guy was dating, and he kissed me. I said, who you been kissing on? He was like, what you mean? I say, I don't know who she is, but you been kissing on somebody else and it ain't me. And later on, he revealed to me that he was dating this girl. Like we was kicking it. I was really liking him. We weren't in a relationship, but you know what it is, what grown folks do. But I was like, oh, he was like, man, yeah, come find out he married the girl. So yeah, he ended up getting married to her and all this other stuff. But back to the subject of my ex. So I just didn't like how things were going, because I'm usually the one to, like, I fall back real hard. I just watch things and I just let people just show their hand to me at times, or whatever, and be like, well, if he want to let go, he can let go. They just give me peace and confirmation, to move on. But this time I was like trying to get rid of him. I was like, man, lose my number. Don't call me no more, because he wasn't showing up. He wasn't showing up, and it kept making me feel insecure, had me in doubts. And let me tell you something, never let nobody dirty shoes run in your mind like that, because it carries a lot of emotions, it carries a lot of negative energy, and you have to know who you are. At the end of the day, I was like, man, oh no. I was like trying to battle with myself. I'm like, I even reached out to my cousins, like, what should I do? And they was like, my one cousin was like, well, do you really want to let this go? Because, it take you a long time to really start liking somebody. And that was true. It took me 5 years to really start liking somebody again. So, anyways, and sometimes we manifest things, okay? So, I'm a Virgo. So, my human nature or something, I want to say, is natural for me to be a hermit, to be a loner, because if you're gonna be in my space to be worthy of it, instead of wasting my time. I ain't got time for it. So anywho, so I was just like really dealing with him, and he just kept not, it was unrequited love, and he was a narc, and he was a charmer, so he always knew how to win me back in. But I wasn't happy. I was like, man, I was like, listen to her, but I had to, you could listen to your friends all day. And let me tell you something, I've done it. I've loved my friends. I've had things where I'm like, man, I need to let, they like, nah, JJ, nah, stay. And then it end up next week, a guy break up with me or something like that. When I'm like, I knew it. But anyway, so this particular time, I was like, me and him was talking on the phone, and I told him some things. I expressed some things where I was. And well, this was the breaking. It felt so good. And I was just like listening to everything he was saying. And I'm like, okay, now he being real with me, about some things. And I was like, thank you. And I'm just thinking to myself, I want to have, I was telling him what I wanted to align, like, I want to be in a serious relationship that's leading to marriage, that is, I want to have a child, all of these other things. And because I have no children. And so he was like, well, I don't want that. I don't want, and I say, but from day one, this is what I wanted. And I say, so I never lied and went along with everything. He was an opportunist, okay? Because he knew this, but he was giving me, well, whatever God will allow. But deep down, he knew he didn't want kids, And I was like, you should have been real from jump, because he knew I was going to cut him off, basically. Because I had no time to waste. I could be wasting my time doing other things and meeting somebody who want the same things that's aligning with me. So I told him, I say, look, our lives are not aligning in the same direction, so it's no need for us to continue this relationship. In his mind, he was thinking like, well, when I get to that point, well, I want kids and I want this, then we can let go, but we can keep going doing what we do. No, we can't. Not with me. You're not supposed to play with my life like that. And in that moment, the energy just shifted. And it was like, that was a release that I chose me. I'm so grateful out of that relationship, because that relationship woke me up into some things, and it pushed me into some blessings. Let me tell you something. In that relationship I was in, my money was, it was great. Money was coming in, checks was coming in left and right for me. Okay? Then it was like, when he would give me advice to do something, that's why I thought we were compatible, but he was for that moment in my life. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. And what's so valuable is that he let me know how powerful I was. You could feel like, oh, I'm powerful. But no, until you start going, it's one thing when you're in training camp. It's like, oh, when you're in training with your job. But when you out on the floor, you're going to be faced with other, like, wait a minute, now, wait a minute. We ain't do this in training. It's like that. So it's like, no matter what, choose you above all. It's God, whatever you believe in. If it's not God, whoever. I don't know your belief, but I'm just saying, whatever your higher power is, and then it's you. You have to know God, whatever you believe in, it resides in you. And you have to know, like, man, I can have anything I want. Do you think about it? What do you choose? Do you choose a guy to put you on standby, or always breaking dates with you, and then want to come back and feel like, oh, okay, well, today, I guess I hang out with her. Oh, I'm going to hang out with her. You choose. It's like buying, people treat you at a certain value because how you allow them to treat you? How do you value? How do you examine yourself? You know, are you worthy? Are you the type, like these earrings I got on? These not real diamond earrings. Let me tell you something. This is a prime example. I keep a pack in my car, okay? I don't know what happened. Oh, let me get off the volume thing. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so let me show you this. Excuse my hand. I have a pack. I have a lot of packs of these. You see how many I went through? I don't value these. You know why I don't value these? Because these cost $2. That's why. But let it been a pair that I paid some $1,000 for, or $300, you know, for a pair of little diamond studs. I don't value these, because guess what? I got a lot of them. But if they were of value, I would treat them differently. You see what I'm saying? If I paid a little money where I know these are real diamonds, I gotta make sure. That's just like with your phone. People don't like to live without their phone. If we knew that we could replace a phone with $25, man, we'll break them all the time. But we know that's not true. You know what I'm saying? And the things that our phone holds storage, it holds a lot of things. It holds our life. We'll probably lose our license and like, man, I gotta go to the DPS office. But our phone, man, we will get to work and drive all the way back home for that phone. That's value. Now, think about the value in you. Where are you in life? You know what I'm saying? How do you value yourself? And that's the evaluation that you need to put out there for yourself. You know, what will you allow? What will you not allow? You know, and just know you are value. I don't care what you've been through. I don't care what you're going through now. All of us got flaws, but all of us have some type of value. Another prime example, if I was to take $100 bill, throw it on the floor, step on it, spit on it, whatever, and I'm just grinding it in dirt or whatever I decide to do with it, does it still hold a value of a dollar or $100? $100. So you should know you of a value, and you hold the power what you will allow and what you want to allow in your life. And I have to get upstairs, but hopefully this was of some help or service to someone, and I want to hear y'all thoughts. Until then, I shall holla.